Hello there. Good to have you join us today on this episode of Hospitality Today. We're going to be looking at new trends in hospitality. It's an industry that is dynamic and actually evolving. And so today on the program, I have the pleasure of introducing to you a hotel enthusiast, a friend in the house, Mr. Collins Olagundoye. Thank you for joining us. It's good to have you on the program.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Yeah, thank you very much for having me here today on this discussion on the new trends in hospitality. Thank you very much, Kemi.
Good to have you. So let's get right into it. We're going to be looking at some of the trends as affects the hospitality industry. And so I put it to you, what are some emerging trends that you're aware of in this industry that would take us to have a broader view of what is actually going on in the hospitality industry, especially as it affects restaurants and hotels?
Basically, when you're talking about the new trends, you're talking about being the emerging things that are happening as far as hospitality is concerned. The very first thing that I have observed in hospitality is the fact that the social media presence and of course the community. You see, it has not been like that, for some time. But you cannot, get to know any hotel around, any good hotel around, what they are doing, except in those days you have to get the phone. But now you just get on the social media, on Facebook, you get on WhatsApp, you get on LinkedIn, you get on X, you get information about them. That is, one of the new trends as far as hotels, hospitality is concerned. And that's quite a good one. You're coming from Lagos, you're coming from any place, all over the place. Maybe, in fact, you might be abroad in US or UK. You just probably Google and you get the best hotel around, the one you actually need, to have your own little time. I think is one of these basic things that is a new trend in hospitality. Of course, that is not the only one. When you also look at the marketing strategy, is another new trend. People, the hoteliers now, people that are into hospitality, they go more into research, in their marketing strategy.
Right.
They don't just do anything, they want to go into marketing now. They just think about what to do, and no. They don't have any place. You don't see trees around. You don't see any other things that will attract you.
Yeah.
So it is now eco-friendly. So these are new trends as far as hospitality is concerned. Another thing that is you also have to, those days you just have to use your key to be able to get into your room. It's not
access.
Yes. So it's no longer like that. Are you getting my point? So these are new trends. Sometimes what used to be trend then is no longer like that. That's why we say the emerging things, what is happening in the hospitality now.
Exactly.
So these are things, these are facts. And sometimes you don't even need to have to wait in at the reception.
At the lobby anymore.
Yeah, the lobby anymore.
Yes.
You just
contactless check-in.
Yes, they just check you in.
Yes.
So these are new trends that that we're having in hospitality today.
Yes.
And I want to believe that at least you've been to some of the hotels in Nakure today, particularly in Dejevo and some other places like that.
Yes.
Fantastic. New trends are emerging as far as hospitality is concerned.
Okay, so taking it from there, I'd like to ask you, why are these trends important in this industry? Why do you think they're important?
Very important.
Why do we necessarily have
very
to
important?
move the time?
Why? Competitive advantage.
Okay.
So what do I mean? If I have a place, I have to visit an hotel, or okay, like I mentioned earlier on, I talk about the social media presence and the community advantage.
No.
Now, if you search, if you Google, you go on Facebook and stuff like that, you want to get an hotel, and it is the one that is on the social media. Are you getting my point? That you patronize, and of course you will be able to know. And if we have 10, you understand, you'll be able to know the facilities, the amenities that are available. Is it comfortable for you or not comfortable? These are things you must also take into consideration. So those ones that pop up on the social media, the community, you'll be able to get it even just seamlessly. Are you getting my point? So you'll be able to make your choice, just right away. So that is the competitive advantage I am talking about. So because guest expectations are very numerous. When you're talking about guest expectations, just like I mentioned, that is it links up with what I'm talking about. Do you understand? So these are the reasons. These are fundamental things you must also take into consideration. Why you want to lodge in an hotel, stuff like that, and you want to get the best. So apart from the competitive advantage, I've also spoken about the guest expectations.
Yes.
These are the things.
Okay, so moving on, maybe I should ask you, what personal experience have you had about a new trend in the industry? I mean, as regards hospitality, is there a particular new trend that tickles your fancy that you have noticed recently?
Well, you see, myself, I am an academic, and I cherish research so much. In the academia, you are into research, and before you do anything, you want to know what is going on. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
There is a place, one of the hotels I got to, I saw a department, and the department is planning on research and statistics. And what do they do?
I know
there?
it is the part. It is the part that has to do
it interests me.
It has to.
So you're also having days.
And so I'd like you to just hold on a bit.
Yeah.
Let's go for this break. When we return, you will go on to share your experience.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this break. Stay glued. Good to have you back on today's episode of Hospitality Today. I am Kemi Adeniyi. And in case you're just joining us, today's topic is examining new trends in the hospitality industry. And my guest is still Mr. Collins Olagundoye, a hotel enthusiast. And so before the break, I asked a question, and I know it's quite interesting to you. What tickles your fancy that is a new trend at the moment?
I just before we went to break, I talked about the research department. You understand, and I want to believe that was the department that made them to know that there is need for this wellness, unit. Okay. So where people go to and do some relaxations and stuff like that, exercise their body, and the one you used to do at home. There are machines, there are equipment to that effect. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes,
So this equipment must have been through research. Of course, if that department is not there, you would agree with me that there is no how they would have been able to know that there should be a complement. Of that. It's not only food that hospitality is but for.
Absolutely.
So that's that actually, got me. The fact that I just love that department. Like I told you, I mean the academia. I love to do, to get new things.
Yeah.
You get my point. So it is from that department you'll be able to know what to do. So what you're saying in the open, they're being carried out, executed first and foremost from the research department. For the planning, what they have to do during the day, what they have to do for the month. Where is the marketing department? Where do they have to visit? Where the social media, the ICT department, there in the hospitality, where do they need to do what they are expected to do? Okay. What information, pieces of information they are expected to put, there, that is, very relevant to what they are doing there. And the new trend could also come from, they will have got from that research, department. They will also get that from advanced country. What's obtainable there?
Okay,
they want to bring it there. So these are the things that actually got me excited, yes. Got me so involved. It got me. I got so fascinated for about that department.
That makes it different from where we're coming from to where we are at the moment.
Yeah.
And so that brings me to another question. I'd like to ask you: how do we keep up with these trends? How do we keep up with these trends that we have in this hospitality industry? How do we sustain them?
Because that's the you take into cognizance that how you take a statistics of you take a graph of what came in today. Is it on a Monday, on a Tuesday? How many people you have and something like that? Are you getting my point?
All right.
The feedback will be coming to the research department. Will now begin to do, okay, this is the reason why we have this. They need to sustain, and if any of the hotels, or the hospitality, people, the entrepreneurs that go into hospitality, if any of them will have to be strengthened, of course, there is need. I want to advise them. It's going to be my advice to them generally that the Department of Research, planning, research and statistics should be strengthened. And if they don't have, let them have one there. It will actually make them to have more advantage over the others that are not ready for that business. So the competitiveness will come in and they have advantage over others.
Thank you very much for your time. It's so good to have you. And so finally, before we round off, I'd like to ask you this very jocular question. What rare food combination have you heard of? I've heard some people say bread and coconut can really be tasty. Some even tell you that rice with okra is palatable to them. And so I put it to you, Mr. Collins. Give me your rare food combination. Yes. I got to a place in Abuja sometimes. They said it's a home away from home. Right. And I said, what do you have? What do you have to offer me? Right.
The first thing, I just looked at it. In fact, they didn't even give me a paper. I just Googled immediately. Okay. I saw where they have pupuru and marubo. I said, wow, this is what I'm going to go for.
Wow.
You get my point. Talking about where I come from.
Wow.
This is what I like.
That's actually one of the new trends as well.
Of course.
Back in the day, you have to beckon on a waiter to get you what you need and all that. But now you can actually scan. You can actually scan the menu of some of these hotels and restaurants and get what you want.
Yeah.
And so, good to know as a man from Ondo State that your food combo is pupuru and marubo. Sadly, in the studio, I do not have that too.
It's all right. It's okay. The studio is not meant for
food. But it's so good to have you on the program today.
My pleasure.
And I know subsequently, if your attention is needed, I'm sure you would oblige. And so, customarily on this program, I always have a gift. This is a gift from the board and management of Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation Television to you for being our guest today on Hospitality Today.
Thank you very much, and I want to appreciate